How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and it's time to check out Route 22 to the west of Viridian City. Now, this is completely optional. You don't need to check it out, but it can be pretty worthwhile as there are some rather helpful Pokemon here. So here's one of the new ones, Nidoran Male. So, male Nidoran and female Nidoran, they actually have entirely different appearances and species. So they evolve into different Pokemon, which is kind of interesting. Most Pokemon that have either male or female forms, they're in the same species still. So, a Pikachu that's male and a female Pikachu, they'll have different tails, but, they're still Pikachu. Whereas Nidoran male and Nidoran female, they are distinctly different Pokemon, which, I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cool. And of course, that was before they even added genders to Pokemon, all the way back in Generation 1. They were the only ones with, actual differences. But whichever one you get, they're more or less the same. Nidoran male tends to be a little bit more on the offensive side, where Nidoran female tends to be a little bit more on the sturdier side, a little bit more defensive. So if you're looking for kind of a difference, that's one of them. They're poison-type Pokemon, and they learn a lot of moves that aren't just poison types, so they're, like I said, very worthwhile to pick up. You probably only need to train one of them. Now, here's another Pokemon that's new to this route. It is Spearow, another normal flying type Pokemon, and it's pretty good. It's not the greatest by any means. I don't know if I prefer Pidgey or Spearow. Spearow tends to have a little bit more attack, but yeah, I don't know, it's a little less sturdy. It only evolves once. It evolves a little bit later than Pidgey. It's totally your call, though. Here's a look at Spearow. Alright, well, wonderful. I'll probably put some of these Pokemon in my party, since it makes more sense having a more diverse party. So the other Pokemon here is what I kind of mentioned a moment ago, that'd be Nidoran Female. However, I don't see it anywhere. Might have to wait just a little bit. It's not super common, it's about average. Let's go ahead and open up the box, and we're going to swap out some Pokemon with the new Pokemon that I've gotten. So I clearly don't need two Pidgeys on my team. Let's go ahead and keep the, we'll keep the higher level one. Might as well. So we have to remove you from the party, and we'll remove you from the party. Although, actually, let's take a look at their stats really fast here, so we can kind of compare them. And it looks like this one's a little bit better. You can often go by that CP number that you see in the top right corner. That's sort of not entirely a sum of all of their stats, but a good relative measure of how strong a Pokemon is. So it's not perfect, but in this case, I think we'll keep this one right here, the naive one. So number 2. So we'll get rid of you from the party, and we'll go ahead and add this Nidoran, and add the Spearow. Wonderful. Okay, so moving forward here, there is a fight. I will warn you, there's a fight right ahead, and you want to be ready for it. However, I'm going to try something a little different. I am going to lead with my Pidgey. So again, like I mentioned, you can use the R button to reorder your Pokemon. Whichever Pokemon's in the top left will be the one that you send out first in battle. It's Trace again! Oh, hey Marriland! Are you hoping to make it to the Pokemon League someday too? That's where you can battle the strongest of all Pokemon trainers, the ones they call the Elite Four. I was hoping maybe I could get a glimpse of them, but the guard at the gate wouldn't even let me pass without any badges from Pokemon gyms. Guess I'll just have to get there the long way by battling and getting strong. So, Marriland, I guess that means it's on. Alright, here we go. Rematch against your rival, Trace. He didn't get much tougher, however, he did get an extra Pokemon on his team, and that's a Pidgey! Hey, go figure. Now, if you are familiar with the rival battle in the Gen 1 or Gen 3 games, you'll know it can be a little on the tricky side. However, this one's very easy. This Pidgey's just level 3. It should be no problem to take out with literally any of your Pokemon. So that's why I wanted to use my newly caught Pidgey here. Well, not super new, but, you know, one that I haven't really used yet. Well, okay, I guess I did against that trainer. But one I haven't used against this guy. Like, I want revenge for him doing all that damage to my Pidgey with his Pikachu. So, remember way back when I was saying, after you KO a trainer's Pokemon, you have the option to switch out immediately if you're playing on that battle style. So this is what I mean. He has 2 Pokemon on his team. It tells you what he's going to send out next. In this case, it's Pikachu. So I'm going to switch for a counter to that, a Pokemon that might be able to take hits a little bit better. So if you are playing Let's Go Eevee, I should definitely mention that Bellsprout, being a grass type, is actually resistant to Pikachu's Thunder Shock. So it makes a decent counter for it. And of course, if you're playing Let's Go Pikachu, Trace will have an Eevee here at level 7 as well. It's a very minor difference. That's gonna be the norm for most of the fights against Trace. He'll maintain mostly the same team. It's just that Pokemon, whatever his lead Pokemon is, that will change. But for right now, it's rather unexciting. It's only level 7, so only 1 level higher than it was when you last fought against it. But as you can see, Thunder Shock does basically nothing to Bellsprout thanks to that resistance. There is still a chance you can get paralyzed by any, or not any electric type move, but quite a few electric type moves do have that possibility. You can easily switch out for another Pokemon if that happens to you, or you can just deal with it. It's not the end of the world. Good job, Bellsprout! And learn Rap, alright. Whoa, seriously? Yep, 140 Pokédollars / prize money. Maybe battling like this is just helping you get stronger, huh, Marriland? Oh well, that works too. Let's train hard so that someday we both make it to the Pokemon League. And he's gone. Alright, now this is kind of fun. Do you notice in the bottom left, there's an Eevee shaking the Joy-Con? If you shake the Joy-Con, you'll get a little cutscene with your partner Pokemon there. In this case, it's my Eevee, but you also get that if you're playing Let's Go Pikachu. You get a nice, adorable cutscene with your Pikachu all happy with you. But yeah, that's just something kind of fun to keep an eye out for. At certain points throughout the game, you'll notice that in the bottom left. Now, there's not really much else over here. There's this patch of grass, which has the same Pokemon in it. There's this building right here, which is the gate to the Pokemon League. You can access various parts of it as you earn badges. However, we don't have any badges right now, so we can't even go any further here. There's really not much of a point to go here until you have all 8 badges, but there are a few things you can pick up even before getting all 8. So, one thing you can get for your troubles over here, you can see Eevee shaking her tail. It's because there's this item right here. Now, you can kind of see it looks like a Pokeball. Doesn't always mean you're getting a Pokeball though. But in this case, yes, you get 5 Pokeballs. That's an item ball. They contain items. You'll want to pick those up throughout your adventure. Darn it, there's the Nidoran female I want. Oh, man. Okay, well, we're definitely going to have to get one of those. Now, there's also a hidden item right up here, I do so believe. Yep, see Eevee shaking that tail. Ta-da! It's a hidden antidote. Now, I should also mention, I'm probably going to miss some hidden items here and there. They're not always obvious. That will happen throughout this walkthrough, or at least the video walkthrough, so definitely check out the written walkthrough over on my website. You can find a link in any of the walkthrough videos to the corresponding page on my website, and that's something I can easily update if there is a hidden item, but unfortunately, YouTube doesn't let you edit or re-upload a video. You have to do it from scratch, so if I miss something on the video, whoops, sorry about that, but it's fine. The written version of the walkthrough should cover it. But there's a lot of hidden items throughout the game. I know I will miss some. And most aren't, that great, but there are a few good items, and I'll definitely try to point those out for you. Okay, let's see if I can get that Nidoran female. Hey, there she is. Wonderful. That didn't take any time. Alright, and that actually, other than Rattata, of course, that's all the... Aw, why'd you have to do that? That's all the encounters we can get here. The new Pokemon. And they all actually make pretty good additions to your team. Alright, wonderful. So let's take a look at this Nidoran female here. Kind of cute. Alright, but anyway, let's head back on over to Viridian City, because there's a Rattata that just interrupted me. How dare you? Although I guess now we have seen all the Pokemon on the route. Alright, back to Viridian City, because our next destination is Route 2, another new route to the north of Viridian City, right on over here. Aha. Yes, this way. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to check out my website, Marriland.com, for even more walkthrough coverage for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, as well as useful tools like the Team Builder. Also, be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube for even more Pokemon videos. See you next time, everyone!